crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rosen on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen being chased out left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Lucky 56.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Allen has it, left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Finding room to the 20. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Rosen. His throw incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And now it's Rosen looking. And a sideline pass that's caught by Thomas. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll hand it off now. Johnson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go with the keeper, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Rosen on first down. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. The rookie Rosen has the Cards on the move. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another 1st. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Left side, it's Beckham. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hut! Hut!
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Titans getting set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The pitch to Henry, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Third and short yardage, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mariota gives to Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Lucky 56.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hot!
On 2nd down, Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hot!
To throw is Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Titans now. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the hole.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Shaquille Barrett. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because of run.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Over!
Now a handoff. Johnson. Touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point from McManus is good. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
On third down, Mariota. Caught right side, Davis. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it before they get a good head of steam going.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A second down throw here for Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Let's go.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mariota again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mariota from the gun on third down. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. And Suckup will put this one right through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
4 down, 4 down. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Again, it's Johnson. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The wrist seems fine. The legs were never a problem as DJ's in the backfield again on 1st and 10.
3-19.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a 10 carry for Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Flush to his right. And he's taken down inside the 30. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They go to Johnson again. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now it's Rosen. Uses the stiff arm. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now fourth down and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals add on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And Davis with it left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Into double coverage, range, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney!
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Gun! 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 56. Lucky 56.
And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.